Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on these NZXT Phantom 410 mid-tower computer cases in black, red, and white. I'm only going over the red case because the black and the white ones are exactly the same except for the colors, and the red one is massively appealing to me. So let's get started. It's made of steel with some glossy finish, and the front cover as well as the top cover are made of plastic. And if we press at the front door here and hear a click, we will be able to see your 3 5¼ inch drive bays. Simply slide to pop out the cover just like that for front installation. And just below this, we have a couple holes for ventilation and a pre-installed 120mm fan. But let's pull on the bottom edge here to remove the front cover, the front bezel. And here is your fan, and you have the option of installing a second 120mm fan or simply one 140mm fan. On this side, we have a nice acrylic window so you can see into your internal components, and a mount for a 120 or 140mm fan. On the back, we have another pre-installed 120mm fan, a knockout for your input-output shield for your motherboard, a couple grommets for threading through your cables or water cooling tubes, a couple vents for airflow, and 2, 4, 6, 7 expansion slots, and a bottom PSU mount. At the top of the case, we have your power button, which has a unique look to it, a reset button next to that, and over here we have your headphone and microphone jacks, 2 USB 2.0 ports, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and a 3-speed fan control switch. And here we have some ventilation holes for some good airflow. Let's pry open the top of the top cover off. Excuse me. Inside we have a pre-installed 140mm fan. However, you do have the option to install 2 120s or 2 140s, or a 240mm radiator should you choose water cooling options. At the bottom of this case, we have some raised feet for, for airflow, and some rubber padding to reduce vibration. We also have some removable mesh here where your power supply sits, and a mount for a 120mm fan. This is something I have been seriously geeking out over, but first let me remove these thumb screws so I can show you. Okay. Normally, when I take off a side panel, it's either really bulky or it's just really stubborn, but watch this. Oh my god, that was amazingly smooth. Okay, enough about that. Here's a look at the right side of the case, and this case is compatible with ATX, micro ATX, and mini ITX motherboards. We have a generous cutout here for your aftermarket heatsink, a couple grommets and holes for threading your cables, and a lot of tie-down points to manage all those cables. And this is a really nice feature. We have a right side drive mounting system for your 3.5-inch and 2.5-inch drives, which make it, a lot better for drive replacement. Now for a look at the interior of the case. But first, let me remove these thumb screws, and we meet again. Wonderful sliding side panel. Inside, we have another look at the pre-installed 120mm fan at the back of the case. And this is the motherboard tray, which is also painted red, which is nice. And it lists the compatible motherboards. I forgot to mention that the mini ATX and flex ATX are also compatible with this case. Here's a bunch of the front panel connectors. First up, we have your 20-pin USB 3.0 connector that plugs straight onto your motherboard, which is very handy. And these are your LED power and reset connectors. This one is your USB 2.0 connector. And this is your audio connector. This one is your Molex plug for the fan control at the top of the case. And 4 3-pin fan connectors. On this side, we have your 3 5¼ inch drive bays. It is a toolless design. Simply slide and depress to unlock. And just below that, we have the business end of your 6 drive mounts. And I have a sample graphics card here with me. It's a 12-inch that will fit nicely into the case. However, if you wish to install another fan here on this side of the cage, we have a mount for a 120 or 140 millimeter fan, then you will lose about 1 inch of that space. However, if you decide to angle that fan for a different degree of airflow, then you will lose 3 inches of space if you have a 20-degree max angle. But if you have extended graphic cards, you can remove the cage altogether by removing these 2 screws. Give me a quick second. Oh, here we go. Simply press on the 2 latches here, and out it goes. These are the accessories included in the box. First up, we have your user guide, always handy to have around. And this is a packet for various other NZXT products. And a couple zip ties for cable management, motherboard standoffs and sleeve. And finally, we have your various mounting screws. Here's the white version of the case, and I have included a large heatsink fan on top of a standard ATX motherboard to give you a better idea of spacing if you were to purchase something like this. And this is about 6½ inches tall. Now let me place the cover over it so I can show you even better of how it fits. And you can even get a good view of your heatsink. That wraps up our overview on these NZXT Phantom 410 mid-tower computer cases. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.